Hi, and welcome to Wisdom and Whimsy, talking about 10 things to consider before you move to a foreign country and become an expatriate. Let's dive right in. Every year, 6.6 million U.S. citizens call another country home. They do so for a variety of reasons: work assignments, warmer climates, better medical care, and a cheaper cost of living. But whatever the reason for buying a one-way ticket to being an expatriate, they have some important choices to make once they get there. I've been lucky enough to live in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and travel all over the world, 37 countries on 6 continents and counting. And I've met U.S. expatriates almost everywhere. If you are considering a similar move, here are some things to consider. 1. Language. Communication is something we take for granted, but when you are in a foreign country, you might not be able to walk right up to someone and express yourself, or ask for life essentials like the bathroom and maybe beer, whatever your thing is. You'll want to study and practice the language as much as possible before you go. Also, taking intensive language lessons once you arrive is a great way to meet people and ease the linguistic transition. 2. Where to go. There are many factors that go into your choice of a new home country, such as climate, political stability, crime, proximity to the U.S. for a quick flight home, cost, language, and customs, etc. Many people choose to expatriate to places like Panama, Costa Rica, Belize, or the Philippines for these reasons. 3. Taxes, insurance, and other nuts and bolts. Even when you're living in another country, the IRS expects you to pay U.S. taxes as long as you are a citizen and making income. You'll probably also want to stay current with your U.S. health insurance, and many people conveniently forget to tell them that you don't live in the U.S. anymore, so it doesn't cause complications. You can bank online and pay bills online these days with e-statements, but you can also get your stateside mail sent to a relative or to a post office box. Medical. It's important to be aware of the medical services available in your communities and how they are rated for quality and consistency, as well as access to prescription medications. Many seniors who are expatriates want to live in countries with medical care that is much less expensive than in the U.S. Luckily, that is most of the world. Buying real estate and a car. Your first instinct may be to plant roots by buying a home, a car, etc. But I found it best to give it some time. Don't make any major purchases for at least a year until you thoroughly learn the local culture, customs, and business climate. There can be some complex and draconian rules when it comes to property and vehicle ownership, as well as bizarre registration and paperwork demands. Basically, people get ripped off or make bad decisions all the time, so give it some time until you are a seasoned expatriate and enlist the advice of a trusted local. You'll also want to weigh out the import taxes and the cost of having things like a car or furniture shipped down to you or buying them locally. Safety. The reality is that you have to be careful, no matter where you are in the world, but with some common sense, you can stay safe. Don't walk around with jewelry, don't show off valuables, don't go into bad areas. Befriend locals to show you around and watch after you. Don't walk around late at night, don't get drunk and get a dog. Every country, including the U.S., suffers from street crime problems, but avoid countries with political upheaval or religious fundamentalist groups. Working, making money, and doing business. Many expatriates find out that life isn't quite as cheap as anticipated, and the savings goes fast, so you'll have some decisions to make about earning money. But do you try and open a local business? Try to keep working on U.S., doing your job remotely from your new home country, or jump into tourism. Do your research and go for a low-risk, consistent paycheck, not a venture that requires a huge upfront investment of time and money. I can't tell you how many people I've seen open bikini and sea of shops or restaurants, and 6 months later they are broke, stressed, and going out of business. Keep it simple. Technology will be an invaluable tool as you try to stay connected to friends and family, do business, and get things done from your new country. With some adjustment and planning, technology will be your best friend. Get a local cell phone. Almost every bar and restaurant has Wi-Fi, so iPads, laptops, iPhones with your US network turned off, and e-readers can all be used as mini computers to keep you rocking and rolling. Applications like Skype, Netflix, WhatsApp, Internet, calling apps, language translators, currency converters, and GPS make your life easier. And a GoPro camera is just plain fun. Assimilating to the local culture is a long-term challenge, but also a constant source of beauty, humor, and fascination. Be naturally curious and open to being outside of your comfort zone. Say hello and show respect to everyone. Learn the local sayings, the customs, celebrate the holidays, make local friends, and even get in good with the police and officials. Attending religious services and volunteering to do charity work are great ways to foster goodwill and positive karma. Some expatriates want to become citizens of their new nation. Some are content staying there on extended tourist visas. If that's the case, you might have some shuffling to do over the border to renew your visa every 90 days. And your ability to open a business or own property will be restricted. Sometimes there are huge benefits to becoming a citizen, sometimes there's no real difference. So do your homework and talk to other expatriates because it could be a lengthy and expensive process to establish residency. I hope that helps. Feel free to contact me anytime for advice or to tell me about your plans to live abroad.